It was a hot, sunny July day when I left Denver bound for Glacier National Park to meet up with some friends to spend time backpacking and hiking.
Welcome to Montana.
I spent the night outside gates of the mountain in Sleeping Giant Wilderness. Great stars. In the morning, I brewed Corvus coffee and hit the road. Passed into Blackfoot Reservation land, where I got a flat tire in a grocery store parking lot. Made it! Glacier! Woo! Eventually, I made it into the park and met up with Pat and Dave. We drove up to Bowman Lake to camp for the night. In the morning, we set out on foot through grizzly country for Upper Quartz Lake.
That was a good spot for it, huh? Yeah, let's do it. Dave, did I tell you about that old rickety lady that chased a bear away on the AT? Yeah, so we come in the first day, we got to the shelter and we were the second people. There's only one other person there. There's this old lady, she's like 75. And she was like, are you guys gonna keep going north on the trail? And we were like, no, we're staying here for the night. She was like, oh, okay, good. Because about a quarter mile up on north on the trail, I ran into a bear and chased him off. And I was like, we were like, oh, okay. And she was like, yeah, might want to be a little careful with your food tonight. He was pretty big.
No, that's probably lower. There's one. On the other side of it, there's one down there and one here. Oh, and one. I bet that's over there.
No, because we're going to Upper Lake. Let's see. Yeah, we're looking straight at a lower quartz in front of us, the small one.
That's and we're staying at upper.
Sorry, that's just like a middle one. I don't even think it
middle puddle.
It does, middle quartz lake.
Middle puddle.
It's like a puddle. This is lower. We're actually going up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. Oh no, we're gonna camp like right at the head of this. Actually, let's be up here. We're gonna camp at the base of upper quartz.
Perfect.
Uh-oh. Your whole thing fell off.
Same crap.
We got it.
Eventually, we made it to camp and set up. Here we have our camp deer, Camp, Dave, and the main attraction for the afternoon is Pat jumping off of this log and into this glacial lake. Take it away, Pat.
Definitely skipped off the bottom a little bit there.
In the morning, we decided we would hike, or more realistically, wade, out to a point we could see from camp. We set out with high hopes, spirits, and dry shirts. We almost made it all the way to the point, and ended up wading over 1.5 miles from our beach. This is where we hung and prepared our food. That afternoon, it began to sprinkle, but it didn't last long and made for some cool pictures. That evening, we were treated to clear skies and great stars. We packed up and hiked out in the morning. We hit the road hoping to find a dispersed camp spot near Two Medicine Campground in the southwest part of the park. We stopped at Polebridge for supplies and huck bars. Got gas and ice. And found a spot.
This is workable.
Yep.
It's something called.
I mean, I'm sleeping in a bed platform in my Jeep. I don't really care.
I think that's fair.
Easily.
I think that's just. We're gonna go further and further in this road.
Well, there are no pull-offs up this road.
Yeah.
It's just
Yep.
straight ridge running.
Well, and dude, that's everything.
Welcome to Glacier.
Thank you. I need to buy a pass.
Do you have a reservation or ticketed entry? We'll
Yes.
start with, do you want just a week pass? Or
I'm going to do the annual, please.
All right, 70 for Glacier, 80 for all national parks.
Let's do them all.
All right. And you'll just need to sign that annual pass when you have a chance.
Will do.
You're all set.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
We went back into Glacier. And drove going to the Sun Road over Logan Pass. Made a quick pit stop at the general store.
Congratulations.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
And found a great camp spot in Two Medicine Campground. That evening, we had a bighorn sheep almost walk through our camp. And then we went to a ranger program. We were up before the sun the next morning. Took the roof and doors off the Jeep. And found a spot for breakfast and coffee along the side of the road. Before making our way over to Mini Glacier, and Iceberg Lake trailhead.
So, did you say there's any elevation in this one, or it sounded like it was?
1,400 feet early,
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
and then it evens out.
and then it evens out.
Iceberg.
Iceberg Lake.
We made lots of noise to avoid scaring or surprising any bears.
Oh no!
Beautiful day, huh?
Absolutely.
Man.
Seen any wildlife?
Oh yeah.
3 grizzlies so far.
Ah!
Yeah, they're up there at that front with the other people who saw it. We didn't see
Yeah.
it.
We were the first, I think.
It charged down the hill, not at me, but perpendicular
Oh, that's
to
scary.
the trail.
Wow.
And then I think, and we couldn't see it coming, and he was full speed. And then as he came out of the trail, like I screamed really loud, and I think he screamed too. He just growled
In
really
bear,
loud.
yeah.
Like I think I scared him.
Wow.
And then he just turned around and went right back up.
That's
Good to watch. I
crazy.
wanted to see where he was heading.
Yeah.
I had to go back and change my pants.
Yeah.
So then there was a real little cub,
But that one that was not the full size one, he was more like a 1 or 2 year old.
and then the
That I
mom or
saw.
dad was up,
Then
up
the
on
full,
the slope.
yeah, the full.
I'll put my feet in. See any bears?
Bear, moose, wolf,
Here?
What?
all of the above walking this trail so far.
Ah, everybody's seen one except for us.
Bear was about 15 feet from us, Third person saw it when we were walking by the trail, and supposedly the other people behind us said it had cubs later, which was a little.
We
more
heard about
scary.
that.
So that's the one. So I yelled. So I yelled at the people behind us that there was a bear there as we kept going, and then we stood there and kind of watched it up the trail for a little bit, and then we're watching it on the trail, and I look back and there's a wolf about 15 yards behind us, stared right at me.
Let's go.
I'm
And then we
so
saw a
disappointed.
moose about a quarter of a mile up the trail.
Where was
To the
that?
right is a cow. Was a cow moose.
It was really hidden.
Was a cow moose.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
We had to look for it.
This is the problem. We're just too loud.
I'm not gonna get a great shot through all this, so I'm not that worried about it.
Why don't you bushwhack down there and find it?
Oh, I don't think so.
See it moving through the brush.
Yeah, I could too.
All right. Oh yeah, right there.
He's got good paddles on him. He's got good paddles.
You didn't see him still? He's about to go behind this tree.
Yeah, good eye.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a big boy.
Camera, the big kid. Nice.
Hey Liam, let's just take a quick pause here. So I would like to put some water in my hair. I'm a little hot.
We left the park with high hopes of beer and pizza at a restaurant we had seen on the drive in. Unfortunately, they were not open when we got there. So we made our way back to camp. The next morning, we woke up with the sun again. And took the safari jeep back to our breakfast trailer. And up towards Logan Pass in the park.
Let's hang out in the visitor center, see if it clears up.
I had the same thought. Could make it there.
I think we're gonna get rained on.
We did. We threw a tarp on while we waited to find a spot to park. It was a nightmare. We eventually found one and began our hike up Highline Trail. The views were absolutely incredible.
Wow. Wow.
Critters?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was back
Ah.
closer to, yeah. It was a mountain goat, mama and baby.
Oh,
and
cool.
They were on the trail.
Wow.
As close as you two are together.
Wow.
They were
That's
close
awesome.
to us.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they,
A little scary.
They're known to kind of butt you off the
Little
trail.
scary.
Ooh.
Cool. Well, enjoy. Thank you. Is that a patch of snow or a creature? Do you see the biggest crack,
Yeah.
the biggest bit of snow on it? Follow that grass to the left, and there's something that's not quite white.
I thought you had your binoculars out.
It turned out to be a rock. We found a nice spot to sit and look for animals in the valley that opened up before us. We saw nothing. Except ground squirrels. chipmunks, and marmots. We drove going to the Sun Road again, with no roof or doors this time. Until Dave spotted a mountain goat. We stopped to view a glacier, and timed it so the restaurant would be open and we could get our pizza and beer. We had a great last night back at camp. And a bighorn sheep see us off in the morning.